High-ranking Hezbollah sources have told Al Jazeera that they will respond to any Israeli aggression in Lebanon, including a ground invasion. It's the first time the group has commented on Israel's recent threats of retaliation. Israel blames Hezbollah for a rocket attack on Saturday that killed 12 people in the occupied Golan Heights. The armed group has denied any involvement. Let's bring in our Lebanon correspondent, Zeina Khodr. She's joining us live from the capital, Beirut. Zeina, talk us through the statement from Hezbollah.
Well, this high-ranking source telling our sister channel Al Jazeera Arabic that they are taking Israel's threats seriously. Israel has been promising what it is calling a significant and harsh response for the attack on Saturday in Majdal, which killed civilians. Israel blames that rocket attack on Hezbollah. Hezbollah has denied any responsibility. This is the first time Hezbollah is commenting on those Israeli threats. In the past few days, its officials, they have been tight-lipped since issuing that denial concerning that rocket attack. What this official is telling Al Jazeera is that any strike that Israel carries out, regardless of its nature, whether it is limited or not, Hezbollah will respond. According to this source, foreign envoys have been trying to tell the group through intermediaries not to retaliate to any Israeli strike so the conflict can be contained, so that it will not spiral out of control. And Hezbollah's response has been that will not happen. They're also saying that foreign envoys have been trying to convince Israel not to target civilians, not to target Lebanon's infrastructure, in order for this conflict not to widen. There is an ongoing confrontation, mainly along the border between Hezbollah and the Israeli military for 10 months now. It's been largely contained to that area, and it has been largely focusing on military targets. No doubt we are at a critical crossroad in this confrontation, that Majdal attack and Israel's threats, really. Many have been describing this as a tipping point. It will show where the trajectory of the conflict is. Hezbollah saying that they don't believe Israel will carry out a ground offensive, but if it does, Hezbollah is ready. It's also threatening to invade the Galilee, and that's something that the Hezbollah leader threatened a few weeks ago. So Hezbollah raising the stakes, sending a message to Israel that any strike will be considered an aggression, and Hezbollah will retaliate.
And Zeina, how are people feeling there about the prospect of the conflict widening? Of course, people in Lebanon are used to war, but it must be disconcerting.
Well, no doubt there is concern. Yes, people here are used to war. You drive around the capital, life goes on. Even in southern cities, life goes on. Some people will tell you that they believe that this will be, quote, some sort of a limited confrontation. But there are others who believe no. They believe that this conflict could expand, that Israel could carry out near simultaneous strikes across various locations in the country, and that they believe Hezbollah will respond. So there is concern already. The flight schedule at Beirut's only international airport has been disrupted. Some airlines have stopped flying to Beirut. This is the summer season, the tourist season. Many expats are in the country. Some people are thinking about leaving earlier, others are not. So there is really a mixed reaction, with foreign embassies, Western embassies in particular, calling on their civilians to leave the country.
Zeina, thank you very much for that. Zeina Khodr with the latest live in Beirut.
Make sure to subscribe to our channel to get the latest news from Al Jazeera.